how do I characterize the success of my attempts to create rationalists? Well, it's a bit of an ambiguous question, and it's certainly an ongoing project. Recently, for example, I was in a room with a group of people with a problem of the what Robin Hanson would call the FAR type, and what I would call the type where it's difficult because you don't get immediate feedback when you say something stupid. And it really was clear who in that room was an ex-rationalist or neo-rationalist or less Wrongian or Lessiath or whatever you want to call it, and who was not. And the main distinction was that the sort of non-ex-rationalists were charging straight off and trying to propose complicated policy solutions right off the bat, and the rationalists were actually holding off, trying to understand the problem, break it down into pieces, analyze the pieces modularly, and just that sort of one distinction was huge. It was a difference between these are people who can make progress on the problem, and these are people who can't make progress on the problem. So, in that sense, once you hand this sort of deep, less Wrongian types a difficult problem, the distinction between them and someone who has merely had a bunch of successful life experience and so on is really obvious. There's a number of other interpretations that could be attached to the question, but I don't really know what it means exactly aside from that, even though it was voted up by 17 points.